blizzard flow. Hash in the hush of a frozen town. Snow on the roof, but the cores burn down. Maple on pancakes, wallet on fire. Frost on the glass, clocks running higher. Canada night, sky sharp as steel. Numbers go brrr, this is how it feels. We're mining in a hailstorm, hearts on boost. Monero in the wallet, cut it loose. Zephyr in the pipeline, charts go zoom. Frostbite fingers in a neon room. Canada cold, but the grid runs hot. Snow blind eyes on the payout spot. Maple in the mug, geese fly by. We're mining in a hailstorm. Touch the sky. Parkers on chairs, cables on floor. Latency low, give the cluster more. CPU choir in a midnight race. Breath turns to mist in the server space. Goose track stamped in the drift outside. Salt on the steps, we don't go for a ride. We just chase blocks in the northern dark. Every new share is a tiny spark. We're mining in a hailstorm, hearts on boost. Monero in the wallet, cut it loose. Zephyr in the pipeline, charts go zoom. Frostbite fingers in a neon room. Canada cold, but the grid runs hot. Snow blind eyes on the payout spot. Maple in the mug, geese fly by. We're mining in a hailstorm. Touch the sky. Kick your pickle sweats. Cold cheeks, warm code, blizzard on beast mode. Let it white sky, black screen, living in a sweet caffeine dream. We're mining in a hailstorm, hearts on boost. Monero in the wallet, cut it loose. Zephyr in the pipeline, charts go zoom. Frostbite fingers in a neon room. Canada cold, but the grid runs hot. Snow blind eyes on the payout spot. Maple in the mug, geese fly by. We're mining in a hailstorm. Touch the sky. Rabid rigs in the basement glow. Fans scream loud in the blizzard flow. Hash in the hush of a frozen town. Snow on the roof, but the cores burn down. Maple on pancakes, wallet on fire. Frost on the glass, clocks running higher. Canada night, sky sharp as steel. Numbers go brrr, this is how it feels. We're mining in a hailstorm, hearts on boost. Monero in the wallet, cut it loose. Zephyr in the pipeline, charts go zoom. Frostbite fingers in a neon room. Canada cold, but the
All right, guys, what is going on? We got to talk. Yeah, I see Bass Roar right there. Is that Bass? Is that the Bass? The Bass of all Basses? Viper Bass? Is that you? Maybe you want to come on the show because you probably could explain a lot of your findings better than I could. Let's go here. All right, so Northern Crypto and Tech, what is happening? We got Sondarissa, Squirrel Masters in the house, Zip Pirates in the house, Crypto Baltus. And then we got the annoying element bot there happening. Please learn how to customize. Why is he showing up now out of nowhere? Like, he was customized forever, and then he never shows up, and now he decides to show up and says, here's how to customize. What is going on there? Why is there a bot on YouTube? There's a part. He's right there. Yeah. Yeah, that's why it used to be there. That's I don't. It's not. It used to be set up. Now it's not for some weird reason. I don't know. I'm gonna need this track Rabid so I can put it through AI to convert it to dubstep. Oh, that's hilarious. Block to bot. BC2 is still gaining. Told you. Is it still going up? What's it going up to? Gaining what though? Bitcoin 2. This one. Oh yeah, it's back over $1, 84%. Nice. I wonder. I actually, you know what? I don't expect that to last long. What is happening with the fork that's supposed to be coming? I imagine some people are probably just buying some coins, probably mining it. And then, you know, obviously once the fork happens, because if you have those coins in the wallet, then you'll also get the same amount of Bitcoin Cash 2 coins. So I imagine that's all that's going on, and then people will just dump it right away. So depending when that's happening, short term, you might be able to make some money as long as you dump it right after the fork really fast. So, you know, I think that's probably what's happening. As for, you know, Bitcoin 2 being the next best thing, that's probably not why it's pumping. It's pumping because of the fork that's coming out. People want extra free coins. Does that make sense? That's what I think is probably happening there. So that makes sense. Is the blockchain? Let me just take a quick peek here. Yeah, we're still at 5,000 seconds per block being found. So extremely slow blockchain. BC2 is a parody on BTC. Yeah, 100%. It's your chance at a second chance. So they claim. Another thing I want to point out, because I was in their Discord the other day trying to figure stuff out, because a lot of you guys in chat and stuff were talking about the BCH2 fork that's happened on BC2, and it was sounding like, you know, BC2 are the people that are actually forking it. So that's not the case. It's actually BC2 is BC2. They have nothing to do with the BCH2 fork or anything at all. Supposedly, that's what they told me. And it's someone else entirely that's doing it. But the fork happens, obviously, when the BC2 blockchain hits a certain block. And then that's when BCH2 will kick in. And then it also allow, because it's going to be using all the previous blocks and so on, it's going to kick in from there. And then that's why you also be able, if you have it in the early native wallet, you will be getting the same amount of coins that you have on BCH2 as well. So, yeah. Just so everyone's aware of that, it's not BC2 that's doing the fork. That, you know, it sounded like that's what everybody thought it was. So anyway, now we got that cleared up. Let's take a look at some stuff, though. Now, InitVerse, they can come on the show, message me at any time, and this is an open invitation to throw your side of the story. Let us know what is going on. If you can vouch for everything is legit on your end and prove it to us as miners, then okay, awesome, do that. But that seems to be not what they're doing. So I gotta bring up my Discord here. Let's just look at some things. So here is some screenshots I took just before I got banned. But here we can see, apparently, so if you guys saw yesterday's video, we released it on the whole InitVerse thing and everything that's going on there. With that, let's see, it's probably right here. This guy right here. You guys see this video right here? I was GPU mining $9 a day. That's per GPU until this scam happened. And here you can see, not on my blockchain. So it shows the centralized, we kind of went through what was going on. Now, after I released this video, a whole bunch more stuff even emerged after that. Like I probably need to do like a 7-part series to get down to all the stuff that keeps on being found that's going on there. But we're just going to kind of talk about some quick stuff here. A lot of it I don't really understand, but it's crazy. But anyway, here's a screenshot I took, and we can see apparently that's exactly what they have done, completely centralized it so that, okay, this guy says, okay, I'll go through. Is this bid real? So, Bass did put the link to my video in their Discord, and this is what he's asking: is the bid real? They've already deleted the video, so it's gone. It's not here anymore, but this guy is still responding to it. They should have deleted his thing also. But anyway, they responded to him and say it's false. Then they moved on to Bass, which we know here from Viper.net, says promoting false accusation in our community will likely get you banned. Be warned. Be warned, guys. And then, you know, this is not false accusation. The proof is in the code and the chain. I posted my full analysis here, and if it's really not true as you say, then please correct me. If you ban me, that just clarifies that it's true, and you're not willing to discuss our findings from your source code and chain data. And then you get level 2 here. And I'm absolutely open to have a discussion about this. And I said, and this guy, when he says it's real, here I said real. Can't believe blockchain devs unless, so what I mean here is, but you cannot believe, if you're in their Discord, you cannot believe anything that they say unless they come out with proof. They can't just say, oh, this is false, this is lie. There's no proof backing that up. So I said real. You can't believe blockchain devs unless they come out with proof. The accusations are false. Lots of depth from multiple users have found things. Simply banning accounts is more proof to keep the truth away. So we will see how this plays out. So obviously, if they're just banning accounts and not coming out with reasons or explanations, they're covering it all up. And guess what happened? We're all banned. I can no longer see their, you know what? I'm actually gonna, let's try this. I'm gonna go InitVerse. I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna go to InitVerse and try to join their Discord to see what happens. Community, where's news? Like, where's their Discord link? I don't even know how I found it the first time. YouTube, Discord. All right, right here. Discord invite, InitVerse. My internet's slow. Still slow. Opening Discord. Accept invite. Accept invite. Oops, unable to accept invite. Why? How come it won't let me join? What's happening here? Guys, it's not letting me. Oops, 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 unable, oops. Why? Why would such a thing happen? Seeing how I was in it, and then I can't find it anymore. It disappeared. So I try to join it again, and it doesn't let me. Oh, yeah, that's right. They just banned everybody. That's right. Anyone who said anything to do with this got banned. So clearly they're showing that they do not want to discuss this. And that's why I opened this up. If InitVerse, if any of you guys want to come and discuss anything that was found in that video, or anybody, come on to the live stream. We have no issues with that. But so far, you are just lying to everyone. And here's another funny thing. So after I was banned, I said anyone there send screens. So obviously other people who are sending us screenshots when they see this are probably going to get banned as well. So, and they probably have secret accounts in my Discord. So anyone in my Discord, that if you see anybody that's pumping InitVerse, it's probably, you know, it's probably you know, a spy. Anyway, look at this. This guy's asking a question. So this is one thing we're talking, well, we didn't really get into this part yet. This is some new things that were discovered where they can actually turn a dial, it sounds like, and just drop your rewards. That's pretty crazy, right? Like, it's not literally a dial that they turn, but you know what I mean? They could change things so that your rewards drop and stuff. Anyway, so may I ask why InitBox miners are making 150 only now? And do you know what their response was? Bro, anything related to the InitBox miner, you have to contact the supplier from what you have bought it. Any miner in the world knows about network hash rates, difficulties, drops in yields, all this stuff. Common practice with crypto mining. Mining 101, day one stuff. And here's saying, contact where you bought your miner from if it's making less rewards. Like, what? Like, who says that? That is hilarious. Like, I wanted to say that they don't know anything about mining, but they obviously do, because they put the locks downs they put on this chain are you guys can't even see what I'm showing you because of my stupid, what I have it set up. There you go. You guys see that now? I'll just move this down a bit. There, now can you kind of see? Now I'll make it bigger again. Oh, you guys didn't even see what I was reading because my screen is in the wrong way. Anyway, now you can see it. So may I ask why the INI box only makes 150 now? Bro, any related issues to the INI box miner, you have to contact the supplier where you have bought it. There is no issue with the INI box miner. It's hashing the way it should be, using the right amount of power. It's working 100%. But the yields have been dropping for no reason, a lot more than they should have been based on network hash rates and difficulties and things like that. Anyway, so continuing on here, let's just see what else they have here. Thanks, I already kicked them out. Oh yeah, so submit your questions below. Oh, that's just a scammer. Regarding any hardware related issues, they're saying it again, go to their supplier and team. Are handled direct. So like they're saying, they're proving right here, the INI boxes and stuff are by their supplier and team. Like they have their own INIbox.shop or something listed on their Discord. And if your miner is facing issues, low rewards, technical problems, etc., it's best to contact the supplier or the HPool team directly for proper support. They'll be able to check it from their end. Like, oh man, this is crazy. That's like going to Bitcoin and saying, hey, yo, Bitcoin dev, why is my yields dropping? That 1 petahash just climbed online, like, or 1 zettahash is online. How come I'm not mining the same as 2 years ago? It's like, oh, please contact Bitmain for customer support on why your yields have dropped. It's like, what? Who does that? Who does that? Oh man, you're in there. Oh, nice panda. I never looked over that. I seen people posting stuff every once in a while. But yeah, that's great. So some more things. So other things that actually popped up is what I gotta find here. Here's the other funny thing. Look at this. GPUs are accepted. Sure. So Joseph from InitVerse says GPU mining is widely accepted by us. There are lots of users mining perfectly with GPU. A lot of you guys were the other days mining perfectly with GPUs, but they banned them all. They banned you once everyone figured out how to bypass their difficulty so that you could only run ASICs, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Now, here's where it gets kind of messed up and confusing for me. It'd be nice if Bass was on, but this is where things get totally centralized. Like I don't even know how to start with this. So they definitely made it so you set a valid does not log at all, so you can see what has made those calls to change the driver. Divider, I mean, I'm sure that was intentional to hide what they are doing, but if Big Evil verified it at the same time, then most likely they're definitely doing it. I just want to go through, get the context, and then we'll kind of go through the charts here. I analyzed the last 500 blocks, and then specific truth. So I said, they said, I suspect this is an easy dial. They can turn up or down as they want to increase or decrease miner profits as they see fit. So profits will probably go up once this new ASIC really goes on sale, pump it. So, all of a sudden your yields are going to come up and things are going to look awesome. And then they can just dial that dial down. So since this address must be whitelisted to mine blocks, they control everything. Now there's a lot more going on here. I just got to find where that is. We wanted to do a pool like K1 total network. Okay, so right here, this might be it. So I got some really good details analyzing the entire blockchain. Did anything important happen around September 19th to 30th of 2025? I don't know. This is September. Is that when the INI box released? I can't really remember. But anyway, here's where things get interesting. The blacklist timeline, November 23rd, first blacklist, 10 addresses added in blocks. Those ones, December 24th, massive blacklist wave, addresses number 50 to 150 were added. December 26th to 31st, more waves, 200 to 250. Total 286 addresses blacklisted, 0 ever removed. And then the blacklisting started right after the whales reestablished dominance. So multiple samples show whales at 100% of blocks, October 24th, November 4th, November 8th, November 15th, December 14th, December 30th, and January 13th. So more on this when he says whales. So if I analyze the whales as the other current 80% of the network as of right now during the event case. So the vacation reference, crap, there's like so much going on to here. I pretty much it's showing their how can I put this? I got to find the right wording here, but it's showing that there's about 4 wallets online that are mining at like 80% higher hash rate than everyone, getting 80% of the blocks. That means all of us right now that are mining, there's about 20 to 21% that are mining on the INI boxes. You're only getting 21% of the blocks being found each day. So you're nerfed to less than 25%. 75% of the network is going to 4 wallet addresses, and none of them are Yates Pool. Or one of them might be Yates Pool, but like what I mean is everyone else. The 21% is going to Yates Pool, and these whales are getting the rest of all the blocks, which means it's so centralized. We're not even mining. We should probably be 4x more profitable. Let's say we're getting $20 a day right now. We should probably be around $60 a day on an INI box. But because they tweaked it down, these whales, which are the insiders of INI, are getting all the blocks, which is insane. But again, where is this? I gotta find where this is actually said. I'm jumping all over the place. There's so many things. Oh, maybe it's down here somewhere. Slowly went to here. Rabid sec. Okay, we got that. No, this is newer stuff. GPUs are accepted. Sure. So yeah, this is all terminated. He's showing you where he's doing. So Bass put on a GPU exactly the way their documentation on their website says to run it, even at the nerfed hash rate, and that's not even working anymore. So like, here's proof that, you know, GPUs are not working after they said it's accepted, and they are at a 500%. So it looks like Hobbyist is doing some stuff now. Oh yeah, Viper blog. Oh, it's all here. Bass Roar. Okay, Bass has it all right here. Maybe this is where I seen it. Okay, so yeah, here's Viper's blog. That Bass wrote up. I just gotta find out where the heck that is. Where did I see all that? Okay, here's 77% of blocks from 4 addresses. So, okay, here's Yates Pool right here. Okay, so we scanned the last 2,000 blocks. Only 6 addresses produces blocks. So here we have 26.6%. 54.8 million INI, 11 outgoing taxes, unknown whale. So they only have 11. So obviously, when you're looking at a pool, they're going to have lots of outgoing transactions, right? Because they're paying all the miners that are mined. So obviously, here's Yates Pool right here. 21.6%, 5.3 million INI, 742,540 outgoing taxes or transactions. So they're paying the miners here. But look at that. 21%, 5.3 million. Here we have only 11 outputs going at 26%, 54.8 million. Look how much bigger of an amount that is versus, and I think this is how much INI this wallet is currently holding, I believe. So like this wallet is holding 54 million INI right now. It's getting 26% of the blocks with only 11 outgoing transactions happening. Everyone, we can only mine on the one pool, that is Yates Pool. So that's this one right here. Their pool wallet is small. They're only getting 21.6. Here's another wallet, 21.6%. This wallet is holding 41.3 million INI with only 13 outgoing transactions. This one's at 20%, but it's holding 44.8 million INI, only 2 outgoing transactions. 9.1, this one's holding 25.7 million INI, 20 outgoing transactions. And here's 1.1, and it's holding 1.8 million INI with 370,000 outgoing. Genesis Miner. Okay. Genesis Miner. So that was that their miner, the one they did? So anyway, so the 4 whales hold 167 million INI combined, $20 million. Is that what that means? $20 million. And have made a grand total of 46 outgoing transactions between them. They are not pools. Pools make payouts. Yates Pool has 742,000 outgoing transactions. These wallets just accumulate block rewards. They are all regular wallets, EOAs, not smart contracts. They receive 0 incoming transactions ever. Their only source of funds is mining rewards. No public pool or mining service maps to these addresses. So look at that. All the miners are only receiving like 21.6%. That means these whales are getting the remaining percent into their wallets. And this is where that dial comes in, where they can make the chain profitable and not profitable at any time that they want. They just, turn the dial up when they want to, sell a new miner or something. Your yields pick up and everything looks awesome. People have smiles on their face. Right now, they're only holding miners to only 21% of the network in revenue per day, and we're profitable. So miners are getting scammed left, right, and center, and these whales are holding all your daily emissions, and it's going to themselves. One of these days, they're just going to unload and rug pull the chain and make out like bandits. Like, this is pretty insane. Like, the acquisitions here and, all the in-depth details, like this whole blog obviously would take a while to run through, and I don't even understand half of all this. I don't know what's going on in all this, but like, it's insane. It's insane. I'm going to link this for you guys so you guys can obviously read this and go through it for yourself. But yeah, it's insane on what's happening with InitVerse. That is like, and instead of talking about this or trying to prove their case or their side, like I said, they're just banning everybody. I have no problem. InitVerse, InitVerse, get a hold of Panda, get a hold of myself, get a hold of Hobbyist Miner, get a hold of anybody and just, go on a live stream and tell us what is happening. Give us your side of the story. Prove that you guys aren't scamming everybody and not just be banning everyone. The more people you ban and swipe this and saying how it's false and fake, like that's all they're saying. Oh, that's false. Oh, that's fake. Well, where's your proof? What part is fake? Which one's a lie? So far, all of this is looking 100% legit, that they are scamming the crap out of everybody, and because they're not answering, they're not saying anything. And then obviously you can't go into their Discord and say, is this true? Because obviously they're going to lie to you. And then they'll ban you because you might have caught on to something. Then you might spread another rumor. Scroll up. There's a timeline too. Oh, like, did I miss that timeline or did I see it? Let me see. Timeline. Where's the timeline? Timeline above this. Where am I looking? Where's the timeline? Keep going down. Where's it? There's a timeline of everything. Fine. The difficulty dial. Is this the timeline you're thinking of right here? Is this it? Scroll up here down. Crypto token flash BNB. What's going on? We got 50 likes. 50 viewers, 12 likes. We need more likes, guys. Come on, smash that like button. We're exposing a crypto conspiracy here. Nobody cares. Oh, this. Everyone's probably tuning. Is this making me money? Nope. Okay, bye. On to the next one. Finding 7. Oh, finding number 7. Oh, the time. Oh, it's right in front of me. So the timeline tells everything. So here's the timeline. Let's take a look at this. What is being said here? Let's do this. All right. January 2025. Chain launches only Yates Pool plus Genesis Miner. April to June. Whale addresses appear one by one. July 3rd, INI listed on MEXC can now sell tokens. July 2025, INI box ASIC goes on sale. Hardware revenue begins. Dun, dun, dun. July 24th, Bitcoin Talk posts from new account promoting INI cloud mining. September 9th, Whale-2 sends 30 million INI to distribution address. September 19th to 30th, whales turn off. Difficulty drops 55%. Mining looks profitable. October 1st, whales return full force. Squeeze public miners to 15%. October 23rd, all whales move huge sums to intermediary a middle wallet addresses. November 23rd, mass blacklisting begins. 286 addresses. November 24th, whales call batch payout contract. Distribute tens of millions of INI. And then November 25th, InitVerse raises 500 BTC, $50 million from investors. The MEXC listing is key. Before July 3rd, the token had no market. After they can sell the September vacation, where mining looked profitable, perfect time to sell ASICs and cloud mining contracts. The revenue machine. Oh, what is all this? So this is a vertically integrated operation. Built the chain, forked BSC Geth, so Binance Smart Chain, Geth, stole Nexapao, renamed it. Control 77% of mining through insider whale wallets, sell ASIC hardware, Pinecone, INI box, real USD, sell cloud mining, INI mine.cloud, real USD. So I don't know about this. I don't know what their cloud mining is. I never looked into that. Most of us don't. Usually you hear cloud mining as a scam. Here it probably is again. But control who participates, blacklisted contracts, P2P whitelist, block producer whitelist, control profitability, difficulty dia via whale hash rate here. Distribute tokens, batch payout contract to hundreds of wallets, creates appearance of broad distribution. What do we got here? Got exchange listings, MEXC, XT.com, thin liquidity, incentivized trading rewards, raised investor money, 500 Bitcoin, $50 million, and then 746 million market cap on 1.3 million daily volume. Price held up by thin order book. So every layer exists to make the next layer look legitimate. The batch distribution to hundreds of wallets creates the appearance of decentralization, exactly what an exchange due diligence team wants to see. Whew, there's a lot to take in with this, and that's just that one part there. Like, there's so much going on in this. So, I urge you guys, read this blog, figure out what's going on. And, the next step is InitVerse. You got to react. If you don't react, it's the longer you take to say anything, the more and more of a scam this is looking. But that's insane. Watch meter, I did it. What'd you do? BC2 is gaining 1.14, 1.18. Oh, yeah, it is. But what'd you do? You smashed the block of BC2 or what? What's happening? So what's going on in the live chat? I missed everything everyone was talking about here, so I'm just going to scroll up and see what we got going on. Oh, I see Red Putz. I better hit a button.
Nuclear power plant, Red Putz.
What's happening? And Budweiser, I don't see him. I'm just going to hit it anyway. Budweiser. Nice. And, I'll just do this also.
Red Panda Mining.
Because he likes it. All right, now let's see here. We got what are you guys talking about? Stream just began. Did I miss no nuts? All they did is for miners to buy the ASICs. After that, they will dump as much as possible. Yeah, and increase the difficulty and stuff. Remember, they have that new super big bad boy coming, the 2.4 gigahash miner, where the normal INI box is only 850 megahash right now. So absolutely insane. Panda says, I vouch for InitVerse. I'm still getting paid out $20 a day USDT. Shh, don't ruin it for us. Oh, boy. How's on your GPUs or on your INI box? See, that's the difference. That's what we're trying to figure out here. Because GPUs got crushed because they did all that. And it looks like the INI box rewards are kind of going back up again. But again, we just saw we were only getting 21%. So should the INI box be getting $60 a day possibly or more? Not just 20, if that's even what you're getting at this point? Anyway, let me liquidate first. Yeah, liquidate it all. I was getting $8 per day for 4 GPUs. $8? What GPUs are those, Zapire? What GPUs were those? That's actually not bad for GPUs for sure. But the 5090 was $9 a day by itself, supposedly. What do we got here? He took profits on BC2. Nice, Rizzo. Nice. I got the same thing when I tried to join, what was it? Misfit Mining Discord, and I was never a member. That's weird. Never a member. Huh. Maybe, I don't know. You're still in the Discord? Really? Well, I'm not going to say anything. But nice. Hello, people. It's probably because you didn't post anything yet. Just don't post. Don't post. Whoever is pumping InitVerse will get banned. They should make withdrawals. Wait 2 weeks. Cough. Bake Rizzo. I've been trading. Came into that. I've been trading BC. All you guys talk about. Oh, I read InitVerse. So this isn't belly button related. No, Jackson, not belly button related. I'm a BC2 whale. That's nice. What's mine? Nice. How much BC2 do you got? I don't know. Maybe I should throw some hash rate on. The thing is, the blockchain is so freaking slow. Like, what is this? Wrong button. This one. 5,000 seconds. Like, what is that? How many blocks are being found a day? 86,400 divided by 5,082. 17 blocks a day. That's it. The difficulty is still so high from that whale. Now, the interesting thing, when I was in their Discord and we figured out some stuff, there's a bunch of guys there that said they have 1 exahash easy. Like, oh, there's a bunch of 1 exahash miners here. Well, how come they aren't helping the network restable itself? Don't put on the full 1 exahash. Well, they say there's multiple. That means we could have a couple exahash online here. But like that one day this all happened was when 1.2 exahash came online. So if there's multiple people 1 exahash, we should have seen even higher hash rate. But, I'm still confused on a lot that's going on there. But the point here is, why don't they throw on, another 100 petahash? Help some more blocks be found so this stabilizes and comes back down again. Everyone, it's just crazy that the difficulty, it's been stuck here since October. Like, it has not gone down since October. That is insane. It went up extremely fast, and then that one guy came in, and now that's insane. That's insane. Like, to find the block, we should only be finding like maybe 10G difficulty should be where we're at. This is where network was normal by itself. And then this guy came in and they're like, oh, you only got to find a 38G. Yeah, well, you're also only finding 17 blocks a day when it should be like a lot more. Like, what is it? Normally it's what, 500 and some seconds? Let's go 86,400 divided by, like, what's Bitcoin? Because that's what, in theory, that's what it should be. So 675 seconds around there divided by 675. There should be 128 blocks a day. Hold on. All right, so there should be 128 blocks found in a day. Now we're only getting 17. So you can see the difference there. So yeah, you only got to find a super high difficulty block, which is way higher than it is, and you're only finding 17 blocks a day, which means it's hard to find, even though it looks like there's not much hash rate and stuff. Looking at the difficulty and the way this stuff adjusts, it is hard to find a block. Really hard to find a block. Like, it's crazy. I'm not going to say it's easier. It's harder to find than like Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash too, but like just the way it is, it's pretty freaking difficult to find a block based on this. Now let's just come in. Like, look at the blocks found. Look at this. 109 minutes ago, 2 hours ago, 2 hours ago, couple solo blocks found here, a solo block found here, 6 hours ago, 10 hours ago. Like, there's hardly any blocks being found. And then you got to think about the confirmations. Each block is a confirmation when you're sending your coins. So yeah, it's an extremely slow blockchain right now. Like, it takes a week to send coins anywhere, maybe even longer depending on it. So yeah, I don't know, crazy stuff. Anyway, continuing back on there, what's going on with everybody? Website says 5 minutes. 5 minutes a block. Yeah, good luck with that. That's crazy. That's crazy. See, maybe in a perfect world, but yeah, I don't know. Honestly, what's stopping someone from doing this with any low hash coin? Just rent hash rate, take all blocks, let people level it out, repeat. Bitch, please, nothing, absolutely nothing at all. And this is a valid point I tried bringing up to them. Now, a lot of these people think Bitcoin is, well, obviously Bitcoin's the king, but they think copying it, oh, it works for Bitcoin. It works for Bitcoin. That's because Bitcoin has all this dedicated hash rate on it. It has it there. That means, 10 petahash falls off, an exahash falls off. It's okay. Bitcoin blockchain will slow down a little bit, and then the difficulty will adjust every 2 weeks like it normally does. But you do this to a new coin. This is what Ergo kind of had. Remember when ETH went to POS and Ergo had an epoch setting where it slowly adjusts its difficulty. So then all the GPU miners moved over to Ergo when ETH went to POS, and everyone was finding a ton of blocks really fast. It was profitable for like 6 hours, and then the difficulty adjusted and it skyrocketed, and now no more blocks were being found. Difficulty was dropping, hash rate came off the network, and then now no block was being found. They were asking the community for help. We need to fix our difficulty adjustments, which they did eventually do, but they needed everybody's help to help move the blockchain along because there's no confirmations happening. Blocks weren't being found. Hash rate left because there was no profit, and it took like a month for the difficulty to finally adjust back down, and then they finally adjusted it to a real thing. But their original thing was, it works for Bitcoin, why not us? You cannot do this with new coins. You cannot do this without dedicated hash rate. And still, Bitcoin too thinks it's a good idea, and that's exactly what happened to it. Is all the hash rate came in and destroyed it. So no, on a normal variable blockchain with fast adjusting difficulty, yeah, you can rent a bunch of hash, but like, you know, maybe every block that some chains, you know, every block the difficulty adjusts based on the hash. So it's like you rent 10 times the hash rate, boom, difficulty adjusts. Like 2 blocks later, it's already adjusted. You know what I mean? With these coins, you rent a ton of hash, then you also, okay, the probability is gone. Pull your rentals off. It's over. Everyone else is stuck there mining the slowest snail blockchain in the world. And that's what's happening there right now. They're just stuck right there. What do we got? I was mining at 13 cents. Nice. Pendulinium PLM. So it's like 51% percenting yourself. No, see, 51% doesn't matter. Like, it depends how you look at it. Like, people can have 80% of the network hash rate. Like example, what was it? Let's go into Yatacoin. Yeah, it was Yatacoin. So if we come into Yatacoin here, for example, we can see they're at 433 right now, 342. There are times where they're only like 200 kilohash, right? And when I had about 800 kilohash at the time before I sold a bunch of my rigs to Panda, I'd solo mine to my own node on Yatacoin. I'd throw up 800 kilohash. Well, the network only had like 200 and something. So I owned over like 80% of the network, and I was finding all the blocks. This thing would just be blank, and I knew it was all me getting all the blocks. I was mining all the blocks. I do that for times on end. I joke about in Discord. I'm like, well, time to take over Yatacoin blockchain again, you know, mine some coins. So I throw it all on. But it's not bad. It's bad because obviously it's centralized to me, but it's not bad because I never attacked the network. Now, having the hash rate just gives you the potential that you can now set your node up to attack said networks and stuff with that 51% attack because you're finding all the blocks, and then you can just cause reorgs and stuff like that because you're controlling the network. So just because someone has that amount of hash rate or something doesn't mean it does mean it's a bad thing because you don't know them. So they could attack the network. But if they don't have any intention of attacking a network, they just want to mine it or control it or something, then nothing's going to happen to the network. Who cares about 51%? When you're looking at the hash rate, yeah, it looks bad. Oh boy. But if they attack the network, they'll attack it. And then, that's bad. But if they don't have any intentions to attack a network, then, nothing's going to happen to the network. It's just hash rate. It's just normal hash rate on the network. It's nothing wrong other than it's totally centralized. So does that make sense there? Just because you hear, 51%, they got 51%, they have the potential that they could attack if they decide to. That's kind of the difference there. It doesn't mean there's going to be an attack or something bad's about to happen because, like I said, I had no intention to attack, and I just sometimes turn on and mine it, and then I turn off. Anyway, so I thought Palladium turned out to be a rug or a dead project or something. I have a bag, but haven't looked at it in a while. Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that coin. What the heck was that coin? Where is it now? I don't even know where's that thing listed. Did you see Spectre's back on? Oh yeah, you were saying something about that. No, I didn't look. I forgot. Let's go into here. New coins. Oh yeah, Smarty Coin is back. I got a DM actually from Pandalinium. They rebooted all these old coins are being rebooted. So Smarty Coin SMT, the dev actually messaged me about this one and told him he restarted. It's the same dev and everything. He DM'd me and said, "Hey, I restarted Smarty Coin." Oh, so but yeah, I see Spectre here. 48 days. But why is it here? There's no hash rate, no nothing. Xbitron is gone. No. Yeah, I see that, but there's like nothing there. Smarty coins, people mining away. We see some hash rate happening here. It's climbing. Nothing here yet. Difficulty sky. Oh, 63-second block time. Nice. All lucky pools. Interesting. Once BC2 difficulty adjusts, profit switching pools will jump on it immediately. Mining Dutch does that with 233 petahash on SHA 256. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you're like, yeah, the profit switch if you're on the multi-port and stuff for sure. That would definitely be a thing. Because I remember like you guys were talking about BC2, and I was like, what is that? I looked at it, and that's when it had the 1 exahash on it. And the block time was like a minute or less. Like it was fast. And I did the numbers. I'm like, holy crap, this is like extremely profitable. Wow, how come no one else is talking about this? This is insane. And then the difficulty adjusted, and that guy left. And we've been sitting here for like what, 5 months now on high difficulty, all because of 1 exahash. That's another thing I don't understand. Like, I don't know. Like I hope it does good. It's a nice project. They need to change their difficulty. I see I have a whole bunch of ads for me here. Tell me where I'm wrong. Don't worry. I'll wait. You come up with something more unusual BS. If you need donations, just ask. But what are they talking about here? I can't remember. All right, let's scroll up to what I actually said. Looks like some people got mad. All right, let's scroll up. Where did I talk? Coming in. Holy crap, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Okay, let's just search. From Rabid. Rabid mining. What is this? On his last stream. What? Oh, that's 2025. I missed the boat. This, that. What? Did that miner get paid for his video? I remember Cubic where he had a heap on his last stream. It was live stream BC2. Where's something from just that I just did? Because they talk so much in this Discord. It was yesterday or day before. All right, let's see if I can find myself. Scrolling. Oh, there's something. Oh, there. Click up. There we go. Here's where I say. Someone quoted me finally. So why? Oh yeah, that's where I said, why are you making BC2 money grab? And that's where they set the string straight. See, no, they're not making it. So I talked to them. We figured all that out. So next we moved into, I think you're doing it. Yeah, right here. I said, I wonder if it's just the 1 exahash miner that came in. Now he wants to create a fork. And he says, open source software. Anyone create, wow, we get all this, blah, 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 common sense stuff. Did people think that BCH was official core? No, I said lots, oil, vitamin D. What we got here? Such should be a rug pull. Okay. Please don't people don't research anymore. It's rumor and run with it. Age of clicks, aggression, and rug pulls. Right here. There were many 1 exahash miners last epoch. I didn't sell and I will not sell. The sun is back. There were many. He edited this. He used to say he was one of them. This isn't here anymore. So there were many 1 exahash miners last epoch. Actually, I think I have a screenshot where he actually said that. Let me just come back into. Oh, so much back and forth all the time with this stuff. Where's the ASIC chat? Right here. There were so many 1 exahash. I think I'm the only one of. See, right here he says I'm only one of them that hasn't sold yet. There's something in there. And you see, he edited it. He changed it already. He doesn't even say that he was one of them anymore. Anyway, no one here is, okay, oh crap, now it's starting all over again. Let's scroll on down. Scrolling down. There were 1 exahash. See that? He says he was one of them that I did not. I'm probably the only one of them that didn't sell. So then the sun is back. So what did I say here? Where's your hash now to help move the blockchain along, sitting at 49 petahash? And he says, where yours? And I said, I don't have any BTC hash. Well, I don't. I got some of those little solo miners I may turn on. But, you know, if you got 1 exahash and you believe in this project, don't you think you'd help move the difficulty along? Anyways, this guy is here. He has 70 terahash on. That's nice. But like where All right, so yeah, hash always. Oh, someone says in time the price and hash rate will be balanced all due course. Yes, hash always follows price and profits. Can't deny that. That's the way it works. Hash always follows price if there's profits. Just when the network went from 40 petahash or so, or over 1.1 exahash, then diff climbed and blocks have been slow as AF ever since. Now there are people claiming to have over 1 exahash, but won't stabilize the network to help drop the difficulty faster. Ergo all over again. And then that's what must have caused some type of thing. So what do we had? I cannot comment on to what happened before I got here, but the last epoch, we got about 12 exahash. Did it really get to 12 exahash? Because that's insane, because it's never going to adjust by the end of this year if that's the case. Because when I saw that 1 exahash is when it shot right up and difficulty dropped. So it's weird that it even went higher than that. So anyway, this is simply because it was 2.5x more profitable than my BC2, but that only lasted like 3 days because they blew through all the epochs like super fast and the difficulty went up. This is why we don't just have 1 exahash. We can drop on BC2 at present. What? Most of the mining being done wasn't by community members. It was by profit-seeking pools such as Mining Dutch. Mining Dutch, see, I've seen this before. Mining Dutch only has, we went to that. We looked that up, and we saw that Mining Dutch only has 200 and some petahash. So it wasn't them. It wasn't Mining Dutch. There's one person had over 1 exahash that came on and did this. So this is null and void also, because right when we seen that, because some of you guys were pointing out that maybe it was Mining Dutch, and we saw they didn't even have the hash rate to do that with their entire pool. This is why we don't just have that. So now he's saying this is why we don't just have 1 exahash. Previously, he said there was lots of 1 exahash miners, and he was one of them that didn't sell. Now he's saying we don't just have 1 exahash of hardware to put on. Like, what? Contradicting himself 100% here. Anyway, continuing on, let's see what other upset people we have here. You make quick assumptions from someone who has just joined the Discord. Doesn't mean I haven't been watching it for a while. What? This is an assumption. Look at this. Hash. Okay. I make quick assumptions. Let's just reread what I said. Hash always follows price and profits. Can't deny that. Just when the network went from 40 petahash or so to over 1.1, then difficulty climbed. The blocks have been slow AF ever since. Now there are people claiming to have over 1. Exactly. Ergo all over. And then he's telling me I just joined the Discord and I make quick assumptions. Anybody who's seen this, I've been looking at this at all, is common sense. Like, wow, it's funny when you go into a specific area and they just get mad so fast by pointing out truth. It is crazy. It is crazy. Anyway, where's your hash now to move the blockchain? It's kind of hard to keep the same energy when the difficulty was easier to mine blocks. The community is using their own hardware, myself included. Now, see, this makes sense. 100%. We understand. This is where profitability and what is it? Profitability and power price and stuff makes sense. So you mine stuff when it's profitable, you pull back when it's not. That's common sense. And that's what we said here. Profits and hash rate follows, price and stuff because the profitability is there. Now it's not. But it's because of one whale that came in and stole all the profits. Now everybody mining it right now is left to feel the pain of an extremely slow blockchain. That's what we keep trying to point out, that you cannot use Bitcoin-style difficulty adjustments on new coins when there's so much hash out there and you have no dedicated hash. That's the main point of all this. And everyone just thinks we're just jumping to assumptions. So what else are they saying? The only thing that will stabilize BC2 is its price. Well, that's very true. That's very true. We have to wait to see what happens there. I agree with that 100%. And what is this? If they search YouTube or Google, they would have found this video. Cryptoholics is getting forked Bitcoin Cash BC2H. So there's a Bitcoin 2 Cash fork there. If you came here for BC2, you're on the wrong server. Or maybe, what? After all, you don't know the difference. If you came here for BC... Message can't be loaded. Was that to me? Why am I tagged in that? But message can't be loaded. But if you came here for BTC2, you're on the wrong server. It's the BTC2 server, but you came to the wrong server. I don't even understand that or what's going on with that one. That's just weird. Anyway, what else we got going on? I guess continuing on. This is all the newer stuff. What was the last one? Is that it? I thought there was something else here that we first started on. Wow, so much stuff. Continue. Load. Huh. Oh, what is this? InitVerse. Oh, they're talking. We're here live right now on BC2. Alberta Oil. They're talking about us. Where are you getting your info from? Blocks are supposed to be 10 minutes, not 5 minutes. I guess you didn't read the white paper. Where did they get this? Where did I say 5 minutes? I just worked it out where the typical they must have missed the stream here. They must have just heard the 5 minute thing. I don't know. Do you guys remember where we worked it out what it should be at Bitcoin versus what it's at now? I don't understand this. Tell me where I'm wrong. Don't worry. I'll wait. What Bitcoin 2 dev? So he's here trying to get some content to sell his followers who tried to get clicks to make up for his lost revenue from selling the bottom. I didn't even have any. So what bottom did I sell? This is hilarious. And we're all seeing this straight up of how everything's played out. I love this. This is awesome. If you need donations, just ask. Okay, I need donations. Alberta Oil. We're rich in Alberta. Need some donations. Let's see. Will that play out? Oh, man. Thanks for the free marketing. No problem. I talk about you guys lots. Can we get a cut from the toy ASICs you hawk? I have toy ASICs? What toy ASICs? I guess ASICs at my BC2 are toys these days. Anyway, so we got the breakdown of what's going on there. That was a lot of fun. We even had some real-time posts. Wicked. Anyway, Rabid will eventually read the live chat. No need to spam. Okay, yeah, what's going on? Scrolling back up here. I was distracted. So what are we doing? Okay, I think it's either typos or scams. Probably shouldn't touch old coins listed new without tons of research first. BC2 a moon, bro. Let's hope. Like, I'm all for everything doing something. We'll have to wait to see what happens after the BC2 fork. Because, yeah, we're seeing an increase in price on BC2 right now, which obviously is a good time for people to make some money, not financial advice. But once the fork comes, like I said, you're supposed to get the same amount your coins back on BC2 as well that you have from BC2. So we'll have to see how long after that those bags will dump. I'm really thinking it's just a quick free coin grab right now, but we'll see what happens. With that pump right now. But yeah, definitely right now, your coins are up if you got them. The kid put 20K USD into renting miners. He rented a miner. He don't own the hardware. 20K into renting. That's pretty. He probably made more than that though, because I think when we were doing the numbers though, when that remember, it was one miner with 1.1 or 1.2 exahash, I believe, and it was very profitable. Like that guy was making a lot of money, especially when it was around $1 something and it went up to $2 for BC2 a coin. Like he made a lot for sure. Pump it up, watching the charts. Go Rizzo. Are we pumping it? All right, let's do. Rabid handing out the pimp hat. 1.34 BC2. Nice. Last epoch we had 12 exahash. That's interesting. I never seen that. When was is there a place to see the epochs? Where was the 12 exahash? That's an insane amount of hash rate. Difficulty maxes out how high it can go. Well, yeah, depending on the hash rate. At this point, difficulty adjustment on BC2 is slower than BTC halving cycle. Well, at this point right now, it's very slow. It is, by the halving cycle, like it is extremely slow. Like from however many we figured out blocks per day down to only 17 blocks a day right now. That is extremely slow. You should do a bit more research on what? BC2 equals Bollocks coin 2. Bollocks. Sorry, not lax. I meant Zap. We'll get there. Did I get all chat? He rented the hash. Oh, yeah. We seen that. We went through that. Late to the party. Nobody knows how much Monero you have. Nobody knows if you're rich or poor. Very true. But if we're a miner, most of us are poor right now. Rizzo. Keeping the stream alive. Let's go BC2. Big D Energy. Welcome, Rizzo. Thank you very much for the 5 USD. That's like, I don't know what, $25 here in Canada? I'm just kidding. It's not that much. It's probably like 7. Yeti with his B300s. Yeah, those 300s he has, man, they're insane. They're insane. Spank the like. January 17th. What's January 17th? What we got here? I missed something. Warlord 19, January 17th. What do we got? What's happening on the 17th? Is that when the pork is? Check the chart, Rabbit. Oh, chart. Check the chart. All right, what we got? Oh, well, we're still in Smarty Coin here. BC2 is still pumping right now. I might have to go get some, I guess. You know what? Oh, wow. Look at that. We are pumping it up. Pump fest. Let's do this. What the heck? How come it's not going to the... Oh, wrong one. $1.28. Oh, that's what you're talking about. 1.28. You weren't talking about coins. You're talking about the price. Ah, that makes sense. Now, up 115%. Rocketed to the moon. What do we got here? What exchange is that? CoinX, non-KYC. I guess non-KYC. Oh, non-KYC. That's awesome. Oh, that's actually, biggest exchange too is this one. That's interesting. That's good to see, actually. Non-KYC is one of the largest ones because it's non-KYC. CoinX I can't use where I am. Huh. Yeah, I might have to slap on. Oh, I do wish the difficulty would adjust down though. But then we'll have rented hash rate and stuff. But 17 blocks a day, it's going to be hard to find a solo block. So what is there? 50 block reward? So it's a little over $50 a day now if you find a block. That's actually not bad if you're those little solo miners times 1.28. $64 per BC2 block right now. $64. Yeah, well, I might have to turn on some of my little solo miners. Might have to do it. I might have to do it. Just because. If I get lucky enough, I'll hit one of those blocks, one of the 17, and then what was it called? It was just at 45 cents. Nice. So it's pumping. It's doing good. It's via BTC dumping. What? Kyla Coin has barely any volume. He dropped it a long time ago for a reason. Oh yeah, Kyla Coin and that sucks. Do we have an estimate when difficulty will adjust on BC2? That's a great question. I have no idea. Like how many blocks is each epoch or each adjustment setting on it? Now look at the blocks. Are the blocks moving or what? BC2, look at the blocks. 2 hours ago. 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago. Block time. Let's hit the refresh button. Refresh button. I'm on the wrong thing here. Let's go back into this. There we go. We're still at 5,082 seconds per block. 3 minutes ago. He just found a block 3 minutes ago. Mighty Dutch. All right. Block was just found. So in the past 24 hours, though, we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 19. We have 19 blocks. We guesstimated about 17. So we found 2 extra blocks in the past 24 hours. And remember, there should be, how many blocks do we think that if the difficulty was where it should be, there's supposed to be, I can't remember what the block number is supposed to be. But a lot more. Our second chance. Yeah, well, it is. That's what they claim. It's our second chance. Like, I'm not denying that, obviously people making a bunch of money today, especially if they got in right at 63 cents and now it's up to $1.31. It'd be nice to see it at $2 again. But the major issue is this difficulty. I have nothing wrong. If the difficulty would be faster adjusting, this would be an awesome change. I just don't feel that you can make a new coin utilizing Bitcoin's difficulty adjustments right now. Now, in emissions, like they're gonna have to wait for the emissions on the emission schedule for it to drop again, because so many when that 1 point some exahash came on, so many blocks are found, so many fast. Like it was under a minute in a block time. Like it was fast. Blocks just block, and it's extremely profitable. But now you have to reverse that to maintain the same emission schedule. These slow blocks have to happen. So, just a suggestion. I'm just putting a suggestion. Is it possible for you guys just have something ready for faster difficulty changes so that when it does eventually come back down, you can implement a fork and just have faster adjusting difficulty? Because it's just with over 1 zettahash on Bitcoin, if this looks profitable, hash rate can move very fast. And then it's gonna be the same thing. You're gonna have 1 week of nice profits, maybe 3 days, and then you're gonna have 8 months of no profits. Does that make sense? Like, It's crazy. And then you're just going to go back and forth like that constantly. As soon as the difficulty goes down, there's going to be a huge spike in hash rate again to gobble up all them blocks. And that difficulty is going to go back to being extremely high. That's the one thing that, that I have an issue with, is because of that. Too many chains think it's a good idea. Just because it works for Bitcoin doesn't mean it works for everything else. Just look at the 260 petahash. It's all manipulation. 260 petahash where? What? Where's 260 petahash? Oh, 286. I just seen right there. Oh, yeah, I just seen 286 petahash just came in. Actually, let's just take... So if that's the case there, let's go into Mining Dutch. We can see... So their hash rate should have dropped off Bitcoin. Where's Mining Dutch? Mining Dutch, where are you? It should be down to 0 here. Power mining pool. Oh, Mining Dutch, I'm blind. Where are you? Mining Dutch. Okay, now we're way too high above it. Where the heck is Mining Dutch? Did I pass it? Did you guys see it? Can I type it in just to find it? Like, what the heck? Oh, here it is, Mining Dutch. So they still have... So they dropped a bunch of hash rate from here. So they're down to 9 petahash here. All right, so BCH. Now we got to check them. Are they on here? Mining Dutch still has 86 petahash here. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Let's go into Mining Dutch. Well, how can we see their total hash rate? For SHA-256, we need Mining Dutch, SHA-256 right here. Displaying all pools. Where can we see? Here's Bitcoin 2, 20 petahash. Hash rate. So right now this is saying 20.5 petahash, but is this everything they have on it right now, or is this something else? I don't know, because this is saying 286 petahash. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right, 9.7. Yeah, this is what Mining Pool Stats was saying there, 9.79 for Bitcoin, 60 petahash here, 20 petahash here. So they only got 20 petahash online here, according to this. I don't know how accurate this is, but that's saying 21 now. Might have to wait a little longer for an update. I don't know. These numbers were matching up, but this one's not. I have no idea. I don't know. What do you guys think? What's Panda saying? Really difficult adjusting that. Oh, difficulty adjusting 92 days based on the current thing? Wow, that's still 3 months. We have to ask ourselves now, why are we even mining if that's the case? What part? What? What's the case? Now I lost. What case are we talking about? There's too many of us now. No, that's very true. Yeah, there is too many of us. I agree with that. 100%. That's the funny thing, though. Wait, look at multiport on top of the page. Multiport, top page. Explain all pools. Where's multiport? Shaw, login. All modes. Multiport. Okay, we found a BC2 block found here. Yeah. You see that? Which, matches up with this for sure 10 minutes ago. But like, now when's the next block? Like, I don't know what we're looking at. We're still sitting at 5,000 second block time. Like, the next block in theory will be another 2 hours away. So one was found 10 minutes ago. That's good. But the next block is going to be like an hour or two away. So I'm not sure. 316 petahash now. Are they rocking in here? What's 316? Where's their hash rate? Let's do a refresh. This is still saying 24. This is all blocks found. Displaying all pools. Symbol BC2 workers 212. Oh wait, hash rate 314 petahash. Oh, this is right here. 314 petahash right here. So this is saying there's 314 petahash. So it looks like it moved over here. Is that a profit switching? Saying it's like good profit right now? Ooh. All right, now let's come into here. Let's try to where's my spreadsheet? Where's my spreadsheet? Let's try this. Let's try this out now. Let's go to BTC miners. Do I have BTC2 in it or BTC2? What do we have here? Oh, this is when I worked it out. $102,000 a day. I can't remember what it was. There's something going on here. But anyway, let's adjust the BTC. BTC2 now. Okay, I'm gonna take this middle one here. And we're gonna look at, all right, let's just run some numbers. All right, so 86,400 divided by 5082 is 17 blocks found a day. Times that by 50, 850 coins found a day. 850. So let's go into here, put 850 coins a day. 850 coins a day. Boom. Current price. Oh, last time we looked at it, it's about the same price as the last time we looked at it a while ago. 132. 139, 132. So it's about $1,122 per day. So it's $1,100 a day being dished out here. So what is this? Petahash, I think we got in here. Petahash. What do you got? Oh, now it's up to 336 petahash. All right, so let's go 336 petahash. 336 petahash. So 220 petahash. $7 a day. So if you had 220 petahash, which is Antminer, or not an Antminer, the Canaan A15, you've got about $7.34 a day, or 5.56 BC2 a day, based on these numbers right now. 734. Now, if we put that in versus, what's a Bitcoin? Let's just go into, where is it? Here. Let's go into A15. Oh, 220 terahash. Yeah, let's go to that. And it is saying about the same amount as Bitcoin mining right now. 675. All right. It's more. So yeah, it is more profitable mining BC2 right now than mining straight up Bitcoin. So that makes sense. Oh, that's practical Bitcoin. But that don't matter. It's still, practical Bitcoin 665, whatever it's doing. But yeah, it's more profitable right now to mine BC2 than it is which makes sense. That's why we're seeing hash rate move over. Spreadsheet never lies. It's breaking everything down. 734. So yeah, BC2 is currently the most profitable coin to mine on a SHA-256 ASIC right now. It's moving up. Mining Dutch is moving over. So yeah, we're seeing that. The profit switching on Mining Dutch is indeed working. We are seeing that with the price and even the slow blocks. It's freaking, it's more profitable. Your math will not work. Why isn't it working? The numbers are lining up. Everything's lining up. Same amount fighting for whatever amount. What do we got here? I'm only at 180. I had to sell. 180 what? Terahash? Rabid, what spreadsheet? You never send it to me. You never send you the spreadsheet. I made a public GPU one a long time ago, and then when I came in to look at it, it made everything extremely. Everybody broke it pretty much when I did it before. But yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. it's stuck there. Oh boy. Anyway, so. How long have we been here? We've been here for an hour and 13, a little while. Still buying BC2. Hey, not financial advice. Do whatever you want. Like, obviously, I'm not denying BC2 is making people money. It is, and we're just seeing that it's the most profitable coin on it. The only thing I have an issue with is the fact about the difficulty adjustments. It needs to be faster, especially with the amount of hash rate and stuff we have available right now, is that there's going to be a lot of gaming the network because of the slow adjustments. As soon as it adjusts down, again, large hash rate is going to come on and just shoot it up again. And then it's just going to leave. And then we're going to be stuck down to where it's slow again. So, that's the only issue. Other than that, let a new coin do a new coin. People are liking it. The community seems strong. Go for it. Everyone moving to BC2. I'm soloing Zek now. Yeah, well, it looks like, everyone is moving to BC2. So that's the other thing to keep an eye on. Hash rate has to come from somewhere. So where is that hash rate coming from? Now that it's moving to BC2, maybe check out where hash rate's dropping, and you might want to do some solo mining or mining there. That way you're picking up a lot more yields. It's a never-ending game. As something is profitable on one side, it's just like the government. They try to make you look somewhere while something is happening somewhere else. So now we're seeing hash rate pull away from something else, moving to something. We're going to see higher yields somewhere else. So, it's never ending, it's a transitioning thing. Unless the hash rate is obviously moving away from Bitcoin, you're not really going to see more yields. You might see less yields because now the difficulty is higher, and it's kind of what we're going through here. Less blocks will kind of be found slightly slower. But, on Bitcoin, it's not really much of an issue because of that. But anyway, it all makes sense. Anyway, guys, more blocks is more emissions. Oh, 100%. But it evens out, right? Because when I said the big guys come in, a lot of blocks are found. It goes through whatever the epochs or X amount of blocks per difficulty adjustment, and then the difficulty adjusts up or down based on that. So when it goes down, a whole bunch of blocks are found super fast, yes, but then the difficulty goes up, hash rate leaves, then the blocks slow right down. And now you're just evening out the same ecosystem here, but now hardly any blocks are going to be found for 8 months instead of a crap ton of blocks found for 3 days. Is kind of how that's working. Anyway, thank you for coming to this live stream, everyone. Appreciate all you guys 100%. I will see you all in the next one. Rabid out.